Hey there, welcome to the Movie Review Mom YouTube channel. If this is the very first time you've been here, yay, you finally found me. I'm so glad. And thank you to all returning subscribers. I really appreciate your support. If my reviews are helpful, give my videos a thumbs up, subscribe, comment down below. You know the drill. All right, today, the movie I'm reviewing is called A Family Affair. This May/December rom-com is now playing exclusively on Netflix. It's rated PG-13. It's an hour and 51 minutes. And my overall movie review mom grade is a C. So let me explain why. First, I'll give you an overview in a nutshell. Then I'll point out things I liked, things I didn't like. I'll offer tips for parents, themes worth talking about, funny lines, interesting lines, and we'll finish up with recommendations for other films that are sort of similar that you might also really like. But first, today's featured product is Oreo ID. I actually just received this as a gift, and it was actually pretty cute. I don't really eat Oreos because they're not very good for you, but I thought the idea was really cute. In case you love Oreos, they come in so many different flavors now. And that is actually shown in the movie, where a celebrity who hasn't gone to the grocery store himself personally in years discovers all of these amazing things that you can get in the grocery store. Anyway, you can click on that link below, and it doesn't cost you any more to buy it. It's an Amazon link that supports my channel so that it can grow. And so I appreciate that. All right, so in a nutshell, the story is about an unexpected romance between a movie star and a writer whose daughter just happens to work for the movie star. The film was directed by Richard LaGravenese. This is his first movie in 10 years. Writing credits go to Carrie Solomon. So, quick tips for parents. There is talk of a queer dramedy. We see a woman in just her underwear. A man and a woman who just met get drunk and go at it on a bed. They take their shirts off and then the daughter walks in on them. So we don't really see private body parts, but we start to see some skin and some action. We also see another unmarried couple together in bed. We see a shirtless man and some profanity. Some of the themes that are illustrated very well in the movie are celebrity entitlement, mother-daughter relationships, life after love, age gap romances, family, connection, taking people for granted, supporting others, parenting, and friendship. So here's the list of things I really liked about this film. First of all, the cast is terrific and includes Nicole Kidman for starters. Now, she's 57 years old with legs for days. And in the movie, her character says that she's 16 years older than Zac Efron's character, but they're actually 20 years apart in real life. She and Zac were both previously in the movie The Paperboy together in 2012. Did you ever see that one? Zac Efron plays a narcissistic movie star. He is hot off his last movie, The Iron Claw, where he turned his body into a rock-hard professional wrestler in real life. He dug deep and gave an excellent performance in that film, which is based on a true story. There's a moment in this movie where Zac's character has a bunch of big red circles on his skin. It's from a Chinese medical treatment called cupping. Now, I've been to China many, many times on business trips, and I saw a lot of people who had done that, where, if they have like a tank top, you could see the red circles coming out, up outside of the tank top line. They tell me it's extremely painful, and the debate is whether or not it actually improves somebody's health. I was too afraid to try it, although I did have a smaller, more gentle version of it done during a foot massage when I was in China. So I don't know if it actually works on your back. The science behind it doesn't make that much sense to me, so I don't know. Let me know if you've had it done. Joey King is also in the movie, and she is so great. And for me, she stole the show. Her last project was fantastic, called We Were the Lucky Ones, about World War II and the Holocaust. You should definitely check out my review of It's a limited series about the Holocaust. While the movie is considered a rom-com, the focus is truly on Joey King's character in a type of coming of age film. I loved Kathy Bates in this and thought she looked great, way much better than in her recent movie, Summer Camp. I loved seeing her be there for both her daughter and her granddaughter. When the movie star learns that his assistant's mom is from Australia, he asks if she knows Margot Robbie, bragging that he does. Well, now Nicole Kidman actually starred in the movie Bombshell with Margot, but Zac Efron has never worked with her. So I just thought that that was kind of cute. Early on in the movie, Zac Efron's and Joey King's characters listen to a Cher song in the car and they start singing along. The lyrics to I Believe or Believe give us a foreshadow of the theme of the story, which is, do you believe in life after love? Nicole Kidman plays a widow whose husband died 11 years prior, and being with Zac Efron's character makes her believe in love again. That's sort of the gist of that part of the story. There's also a side story about two friends and how they should support one another. The title is perfectly suited to illustrate how our chosen relationships, especially the romantic relationships, absolutely affect our entire family. I've seen families struggle when one family member chooses to love someone the rest of them don't even like or don't think is a good match. So onto the list of things that I didn't like. First of all, it would be so refreshing if beautiful actresses and handsome actors just let themselves age gracefully rather than constantly get plastic surgery or use Botox or fillers, right? They rarely look better when they mess with their face. Nicole Kidman's and Zac Efron's faces were super distracting in this movie and prevented them from showing real emotion at times because of the Botox mostly. To partially defend Zac, he had a jaw reconstruction after a really terrible accident in real life. So I think we also have possibly some steroids and stuff going on to beef up Zac, because he just looks like a totally different person. So whenever I watch movies, I write down funny lines and interesting lines to share them with you so you can get a taste for the dialogue. You can see all of them on my written review at moviereviewmom.com. So I'll share just a couple of them. The first one is Zac Efron, who's super obsessed with himself as this movie star and his celebrity and who's who and all of that. And so he says to somebody, oh my gosh, is that Bradley Cooper? And then he goes, no, it's just a regular person. And it just made me laugh because I thought he was really funny in this movie. So another conversation is with Nicole Kidman's character, and she's watching Zac Efron just walk into the house and let himself in. And she says, do you always let yourself in? And he says, I'm famous, so yeah. And then there's a funny conversation between Joey King and her friend, and they're talking about different things happening. And then one suggests this terrible sounding TV show. And Joey King's character says, I would hate watch that so hard. And their friend's like, yeah, same. And I just thought that was so funny to hate watch something. And then another really funny line that made me laugh out loud, again by Joey. She really steals the show. She's got some of the funniest lines. Well, Zac Efron's got a lot of funny lines too. But anyway, she talks to her girlfriend and she says, shave your armpits, we're going out. And I thought that was cute. And then for some interesting lines, there was one again by Joey King, and she's talking to her mom and she's frustrated about where her life is. And she says, I keep wondering when my life is going to start. And I think a lot of people, especially young ones in their 20s, I'm saying that like I'm so old, really feel like that. But we feel like that when we're in our 30s and 40s and even 50s and 60s, because you keep imagining this life that you thought you were going to have. And when it doesn't happen, you're like, when is that going to happen? That's what I'm waiting for. There is another line where Zac Efron's character says, we didn't do anything wrong, a little lying maybe. And I just thought, wow, what kind of a world do we live in where a little lying isn't bad, or that it's good, it's okay, it's still lying, right? And so that bothered me. And I see that in society. A big awakening moment for Zac Efron's self-absorbed character is when he's acting out something and he says, What am I doing? What business do I have playing a good guy? And he finally recognizes his attitude of entitlement and that he could be a better person. All right, there are many more lines. You can see them all on my written review at moviereviewmom.com. So let me share two movies that I instantly thought of while I was watching this one. The first one is The Idea of You. This one just came out last month, also on Netflix, and the stories are very similar with the, old woman, young guy, and trying to see if that can work type of romance. There's some comedy and some touching moments. I would say there's more comedy in this movie than in The Idea of You. But anyway, I will cue that movie review to start as soon as this one's over, and you can kind of check that out and decide if you want to watch that. Another movie I also thought of is called Marry Me, and this one has Jennifer Lopez as a celebrity, famous singer, movie star, and just a regular guy she kind of bumps into. He's a nobody. And well, I don't want to give you too many spoilers. You can watch my review of that one too, because I've got that one and you can search for that one. All right, that's it. I hope that you enjoy this movie if you see it. And if you do, comment down below, give the video a like, subscribe, all of that stuff. Have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.